Hello everyone, it's budgeting by me. I just coming to you to do a small 2 weeks of June checkup, and I'm recording this one Saturday because from today afternoon I'm going on holidays for 1 week. That is very welcome in my life because I was working for half a year, having almost no day off, and then loads of things happen as well. The two students that I had that I was telling you about in previous video about the budget, they just went home today, and because I'm on my holidays until 27th of June, I'm planning to not keep that much track. Well, I will be keeping track of my spendings, but I will not be probably online. So let's get started. So who I am, I'm a 30-year-old woman who lives with a housemate. I am traveling to my boyfriend every single weekend or any other weekend. I'm working in a factory, and what else? I'm a life coach. Yeah, of course, I'm a life coach as well. So I'm having several different incomes, or at least I'm trying to. And yeah, let's go to what I spent my money for. So I have a small list that is not very pretty, but I have a list of calculating how much I already spent. So I have two lists every single month, or I'll make it straight, as a bank and as a cash transfers. So the cash for me is more for like how to call it, like more going in between the categories. I'm not that much stick to the money, but at some point in my life I want to go cash only, but for now I'm just using both. So as I told you last video, I was hosting for 2 weeks from 4th to 18 two German students that they came for like a student exchange. So I've been cooking for them breakfast, dinners, lunches, whatever, lunch packs, and we took them as well for takeaways with my housemate because we were sharing responsibilities for them. So the income for 2 weeks for them, it was 560, and we were planning to spend 260 pounds for them and be left with 300 pounds. I already know that didn't happen because last minute we had some issues with the food we bought, and we needed to bought an extra one. Plus we were invited for bye dinner by the host, like organization who was hosting all of them together, and the dinner was it was only cookies, and we were all starving. And we just went for what's called it, fish and chips. So we kind of went over the board, and I'll show you in a second. So in this particular 2 weeks, I spent money for my student for like food. It was for all of us, for me, my housemate, and both of them, because we didn't want to like separate, or you can use only this or that. So we basically decide, yeah. Then I spent some money for things for my boyfriend house. I paid for a parking in an airport because I picked him up from airport, and it was really pricey in Manchester. Then I went to Tesco and I obtained 9.30 for some things for the cat that I forget from my own house to grab it, like a liter sand. I needed to pay for car repairs, and I knew that it will happen because I needed to have a new bumper. And because I didn't want the person who sold me the car, well, he already paid loads money for like repairs and this and that. I just wanted to take this money on my own shoulder, and now we'll have another 150 or 200 pounds for putting additional costs to like make the car elevated, let's say. But that's fine. I didn't pay for the car in the end, so I could pay for the car and plus all those repairs. I didn't still pay for the car, so yeah, I'm happy with that. So for my for my bills, I spent for British Heart Foundation 434, went directly from my debit. I spent for water 21.97, and it's a bit weird because it's lower than we were expecting, because normally we were paying 38, almost 40 pounds. But well, I'm not gonna complain. For council tax we pay 172 pounds, for rent 750. Then while I was in Manchester, I spent for Uber, because going to the city center by car is just not happening during, and it was, as you can see, 3rd of June, so that was bank holidays, and Jubilee bank holidays was full of people everywhere, so I didn't risk, like, I don't want to spend 45 minutes parking the car if I could just drop myself from Uber. Then we spent 50 pounds for my boyfriend phone, because I said to you, he blocked his bank account. Jubilee weekend the bank was not open. His phone was blocked as well when he crossed the border with UK. So I don't know what went wrong there, but it's something. This week he already figured most of this stuff out, and hopefully it will be better. Anyway, bus. I went home by bus from Manchester city centre with him, so we spent 660. Then I spent for my student. 4th of June I was picking them up, the place that I live currently. So I picked some small stuff from Lidl. I actually supposed to pay £2.71, but I used my £2 voucher, and I include this £2 on a receiving mode between me and my housemate, how much we pay, because I believe I use my own personal voucher I could use for my food. So that's my explanation. Too good to go. We wanted to order something very British, you know, and basically we went to Too Good To Go, and we have a really nice traditional restaurants around, so we ordered food, one vegetarian, one not, for $5.58. The girls enjoy it, although they said that some things that they were quite weird for them, but that's obvious if you're coming from completely different culture. Then I spent for electricity 110, and there is a small disclaimer. Company that provides us with electricity told me to pay them only £26 or 38 in the end, and I disagree with that. Don't get me wrong, I do love 30 for all £8, but I think they went something wonky, because that's not possible with the price going up like hell. It's not possible. We paid only £40 for electricity and the gas, so I paid them 110, and hopefully next month they will just reduce it from the amount they will have. So Tesco, I spent £3.25 for health. I bought some nail remover and all that stuff. I also had a job interview, went really well. I don't have yet a response, so the response can be no, but I felt really positive about this. Then I parked my car for Ringo, $3.90. I bought some pet stuff for $37. I parked my car again the next day. Then 9th of June there was an income of $560 for the student. Then I again parked my car. I paid for hosting for my website. I bought some bits and bobs to the house, $13.06 for home. I bought a little food for $30.40, and I think that's actually should be a student's. Let me 1 second, let me check. Right, I need to check it. Anyway, I spent money $34.40. I parked my car again, so this month parking a car was a nightmare. I bought I paid for Amazon Prime, and then I bought loads of stuff for my kids. I went to Starbucks with the girls because we had a day off Sunday, so I took them to Birmingham for shopping because that was the request from them, and I bought them coffee in the morning. I should maybe put this one in a student, but I just wanted to be my treat. Then I went, by being in Birmingham, I went to Primark and I bought loads of stuff for myself and for my nieces, so I'm quite happy with that. I pay for £15 in Ann Summers for my health, super drugs. I paid $22.49 for some cosmetics. Starbucks, I pay for myself $3.60 for ice latte. It was hot a heck, and it was still, you know, weekend after bank holiday, so loads of people went out. I went to Next and I bought some things for my niece, but that hopefully it will go back to me as a money, and another present. Asda, I went for shopping for food for the girls. I parked my car, and the food and parking a car. And by a cash, I had the income of £20 from my boyfriend. I had a food spending of £4.37, and then pay back my friend that I borrowed money last month, I believe so. He gave me back £500, so that was cool. I spent the same day I spent for petrol, 77.69. I went to Costa. I bought some food and drinks. I went to Primark. I spent £26.50 because it was business more expenses. Even if I cannot put it in my taxes, it was for me business expenses because I bought some shoes and I bought some purse and stuff that I might need for my new job. If not even this, I will apply for the new one. So things like an office job. And Bon March, whatever it's called, I bought the blouse for £11. Shoe Zone, I bought another shoes for $15.19, and Mark and Spencer I bought for £25. I bought shoes. Superdrug I spent $5.99 for health. Saving jar, I think I show you that I spent 57 cents, pennies actually, sorry, cents, sorry, because I'm coming from Europe, it's like cents. I put 57 cents here from my last payments, and then I spend food for the students. I park my car around my accountant. I hope you understand. Well, I hope I speak clearly. I parked my car around my accountant, so I paid $120. I went with my friend actually. This day the girls, the student went out for the dinner with their friends, and I invite my friends for dinner, and we went to doner kebab, German doner kebab, for $16.97 for both of us, and then my friend paid in a different restaurant quite similar amount. Then in Wilko I bought for personal, I bought something for £1. Oh, I don't know. Okay, yeah. And Iceland I bought students food. Basically they were drinking loads of sodas, but they were on holidays, so we asked their parents, and they said yeah, if they want to drink Fanta, Pepsi or whatever, just buy it. I said okay, fair enough. In Tiger I bought some new organizer, like a notebook that I will be having. Oh, actually I can show you. I love those bullet, and I love about them that they just so nice and they're so well done, and they are having loads of different varieties. So my last one looks like this, and it cost me £4. This one cost me £5, but I'm really happy with them. Honestly, I love them. Anyway, going back, and then I went to Poundland. Somehow we have a £3 in this city, so I spent $8.35 for my private room staff. I spent £7 for the house that I'm sharing with my housemate, that's why there is a dot, and then I spent another $4.50 for my own house office things. Then I went to give the cash during the week. I gave 2 times cash to the students, $10.50 altogether. And I spent some money for my food at work because it was boiling hot and I needed cold drinks, and a very cold drinks are running from out like a machine. And today I am putting a £1.67 from my coins, because that's the coins that left in my wallet, and from time to time I want to do it just to make this number clear. And why I want to do this number clear, because I'm going on holidays and most of this money is coming with me. I just don't want to think how much I start with and make the pennies already fly. I want to make this sound clear. I'm going today on holidays. Whatever I spend, and that's it. Like holidays. I'm just basically going to the next city around me. So I'm sorry for everyone who's listening there on headphones. I do. So I'm putting 100. Oh, it's actually not bad. I'm putting £1.67 over to this can. Although that's first silvers that they're coming in, because most of them are like the brownie ones. But yeah, so this one get in. My wallet is full. So altogether, guys, I spent until now, so it's 18th of June, I spent 1,066.30 for my bills. I spent 75.23 for my personal food items and pleasure. I spent for transportation 151.80, and today I will be doing the petrol, but this one you will see next time. Then for home I spent 32.91, and this one already went over the board. Yep, over the board, because I'm supposed to spend 20. Let's forget it. For fun I spent 0, but we're going for massage next week, so definitely I will spend it. For health I spent 46.73, and it also went a wonky beyond because I'm supposed to spend 30. Business I spent 78.89, and it's still in the budget. For allowance I spent 8.50, and it's still okay because I have 50 for it. For miscellaneous I spent 465.89, and I already know I will spend way more because I need to finish fixing the car that I didn't plan to do this month actually. So if we cut the car, I was actually in the budget still. And for the student I spent 221.41, and I put 224 in the savings. But for the student itself, we actually spent a bit more. So I made a list of everything what we spent for the students, and it came out to the price of 279.95, because what happening is I bought the bed frame for £25, and that money, I actually was trying to find this money, and that money came from me selling something on Facebook. The lady gave me 25, and the same day I went for the bed frame, so everything went in, but I didn't notice that in my notebook. So I should be doing that, but I'm just minus 25 basically. And then my housemate bought some food items because I was running late, and he could help me. So altogether we left with 280.05 to share for the rent. I still need to double check with him if he have nothing else to put in the list, but if not, will be 280. So it's not bad. Each of us will pay £140 less for the rent this month. So anyway, guys, that's my calculation. I'm starting new week. I really need this holidays, so I will not be much online. But if you have any comments or questions, just DM me or send me message or whatever you like. Have an amazing weekend, amazing Sunday, amazing week. And guys, keep it together. The work half of saving money and even tracking it just show you how you're spending your money. So yeah, if you like this video, please share, like, subscribe, the most important, and be with me on this channel. I did this channel for making myself more accountable, and when I'm spending money I'm thinking, wow, I will need to record the video about that, how I will explain this. So it is working. So if you think about recording the movie, just shout out to you and just give me your link down below. I'm happy to watch it. And yes, guys, have an amazing, blessed weekend and week, and I will see you next time when I will have a time to record. Bye.